Hello everybody, it's Andrew from JACON, and I'm here playing Kyle is Famous, the free edition. I have been recommended this game. I have no idea what it's about, and you know what? Let's just get right into it. Let's find out what to do. Kyle woke up. He is famous. Okay. Come on. Kyle is host of the most popular talk show in recent memory, Stay Up Late with Kyle. Stay Up Late with Kyle has grown in popularity quickly in the last year, and the public has noticed. Inside has called Kyle a most excellent, dumpy white man. Top Tech noted that Kyle is inspiring youth to explore STEM fields. Most other talk shows are dedicated to discussing Kyle and his personal details. Most online videos are best of clips taken from Kyle's latest broadcast. And the eye of the world is upon Kyle. Tonight is Kyle's most important guest interview yet. Stay Up Late with Kyle will be featuring Rachel May. She is a kind and lovely philanthropist. Moving on. She is dear to our hearts of many. This interview requires preparation. Kyle cracked his eye open, knowing today... as in waking up. Knowing today is his last chance to prepare for the interview. Kyle has 30 hours left. He must choose his actions wisely. Kyle's first decision of the morning was made wisely. Exit the bed. Kyle exited his bed and took a quick glance around his bedroom. Open the closet. Kyle opened the closet. It was dark and he could only really see his hanging shirts. Choose an outfit. Kyle decided to take some time choosing the perfect outfit, knowing how important appearance is. A slick suit. Kyle miraculously crammed his dumpy body into the suit. The chest pockets were filled with random knickknacks. Okay. You know what? Let's go straight to the hallway. Kyle walked into the small hallway that connected the rooms of his apartments together. Moved to the kitchen. Kyle walked to the center of the kitchen. Open the fridge. That's what I'd do. Find something to eat. Eat crust on the fridge. Eat crust on the fridge wall. Eat the fridge. Now, I know that this one's probably the one, but Kyle, a hungry boy. Kyle pointed his neck directly upwards and hoisted the fridge on top of his face. Somehow, miraculously, he wrapped his mouth around the device. He started to swallow. What? Oh, my time! In one slow, horrible movement, the fridge slammed down Kyle's throat. After many gargles, pops, and snaps, Kyle felt relatively sure the fridge would not come back out. Bad food. So, okay. Return to hallway. You know what? Let's get right into it. Let's leave the apartment. Visit downstairs neighbor. Okay, let's visit him. Ooh. Kyle approached his downstairs neighbor door and knocked. A middle-aged woman named Gabby answered the door. Okay. Greet and start the conversation. Good morning, neighbor, and Kyle cheered. Gabby looked at Kyle expectantly. Ask Gabby about Rachel. Ask Gabby about Gabby. No, ask for Rachel. Gabby, what are your true thoughts about Rachel May? Oh, Rachel, Gabby said. She's a wonderful woman. Her generous acts have inspired more than bad. Gabby trailed off, not meeting Kyle's eyes. After several uncomfortable minutes of silence, Kyle turned around and left. He walked out in the middle of the road and took a long, pondering look around. It was a tech store. Kyle walked into the clean, white tech store. He was greeted by Techno Jim, an elaborate cutout mascot playing soft music from a small microphone. Quickly, before the attendant could acknowledge him, Carl grabbed the Techno Gym by the shoulders. Finally, Techno Gym's cover feet were bolted to the ground. Carl started to weave upwards. After several tugs, Techno Gym broke free, leaving one foot and one leg behind. Carl glanced at the attendant, who was staring, bewildered, and ran outside. Continue the day. Carl walked out into the middle of the road and took a long, pondering look around him. Returned to the apartment. Okay, let's go to the bedroom. Carl hurried to the set. Sitting across from his host's chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. As Carl approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. "Good evening, Carl," she said, looking at him in his eyes. "I've been looking forward to being here." Oh, do I disrespect her so hard? Yes. Carl roughly shoved Rachel out of the way of her seat and placed Techno Jim in her stead. "Hello, Techno Jim," said Carl. "I'm going to interview you today." Carl grabbed Techno Jim's hand and tried to shake it, but instead tore it off. Carl's producer, sensing viral media, pulled a bewildered Rachel out of the frame and motioned to the crew to go live. Cameraman moved, lights flashed, and suddenly the studio was on air. "Hi, I'm Kyle," said Kyle, "and tonight I'm going to interview a very special guest." He pointed at Techno Jim using the suspended arm. Techno Jim started to smoke from the heat and the lights. "Would you like to introduce yourself?" asked Kyle. Knowing Jim would probably not speak, Kyle took it upon himself to be the voice as well. "Hey, Kyle," he said, raising the pitch of his voice. "My name is Rachel May, and I'm a very special guest." Rachel's expression of confusion turned to shock. "Well, Rachel, you look way too thin and absolutely terrible. You should feel ugly." Kyle gave Jim a meaningful stare. "Well, Kyle," he said, "I sure wish I could look like you." Techno Jim burst into flames. Instantaneously, the sprinkler systems initiated. Curtains of water poured down from the rafters. Within seconds, the production equipment was doused in water. The set was soon aburst with electrical fires. Carl's crew abandoned their posts as cameramen and sound mixers to try to put out the fires. As Carl's crew scrambled around, the cameras continued to run. Carl sat motionless, staring forward. Eventually the fires were all put out. Carl's producer shut off the broadcast, leaving Carl's vacant stare as the final frame. Carl's ratings skyrocketed. Techno Jim became a staple on the show, often ending up destroyed by the end of each episode. Although Rachel did not come back to the show, her cardboard portrayal did. Rachel was very popular. What the hell? Well, that's how you go viral, kids. Let's reset. Let's give this another go. Carl's first decision of the morning was made wisely. Wither away. Carl decided to stay put and wither away. Carl withered successfully and died. Shucks. Carl is now a ghost. This does not relieve him of his responsibilities. Get out of bed anyway. Scavenge. Carl quickly crouched down the floor, realizing his immediate need for bugs. Kyle started to pick between the fuzz of his bedroom carpet, hoping to catch a stray beetle or two. Okay. Soon, he had a small handful of various insects, dead and alive. Save the later. Carl stashed the wriggling mass for later use. Back to bedroom. Okay. Well, I got breakfast sorted. Sit at my desk. Carl made his way over to his desk and sat down. Write notes for interview, because I'm responsible. Are you a mother Am I a mother? Is your mother a mother? Carl wrote down his second question. Now look, beef, mash or blended? That's a pretty important question, I feel. What's your funniest story? I purposely ran over a puppy. Yes. What's your guilty pleasure? Do you feel guilty? Are you guilty? Carl ripped his page of notes out of the notebook and got up from the desk. Back to desk. Actually, back to room. Let's exit the hallway. Okay. You know what? Leave the apartment and let's visit the downstairs neighbor. Yep, we've done this one before. Now listen. Middle-aged room with Gabby answered the door. Yep. Ask Gabby about Gabby. Gabby, ask Carl. Tell me about yourself. For I am Ghost and I do not know. Gabby sniffed. Oh, you know, she said, putting on a fake smile. I just sit around here. Yes, I don't get around much. Never go out at night. I just stay here. Right here. Gabby glared at Carl. Convinced by Gabby's statement, Carl bid her goodbye and returned to the street. Oh, that's sad. Carl walked out of the middle of the road and took a long, pondering look around. Visit the tech store. You know what? Let's ask for free samples this time. Carl asked the store attendant whether or not he offered any free samples to important customers. The attendant gave Carl a confused and slightly vacant look. Carl began to beg for a free sample. Wanting Carl to leave, the attendant grabbed a decrepit phone meant for spare parts and held it out. Grab with teeth. Carl hurried to the set. Paranormal, he ceased to be a ghost before he arrived. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. Carl approached her. Rachel looked and smiled. Rachel smiled in turn and shocked as realized Carl had not put on clothes that day. Carl waved and smiled broadly. Rachel uncomfortably averted her eyes. Carl started making his rounds around the room, greeting each crew member, none of whom looked at him directly. As it became apparent that Carl had no intention of leaving, Rachel made some excuses and exited the set. One by one, the crew followed suit. Carl was left all alone. Carl prepared by being a nudist. Well, at least I got to eat bugs. I'm going to end it there, but I am curious to see where else this game can go. I didn't know what to expect to start off with, but now I kind of really like it and really like the direction it took. So, alright. Until then, bye-bye.